Welcome everybody to the 2017 Rippit Open. We are out at Perry Lake by Ozawkee, Kansas. It's just north of Lawrence. Excellent facility. Multiple pin placements. Now due to time constraints, the time of the year, we're going to be playing in a shorter setup, but still it is a very fun course. If you're ever in the area, you should come play it. It is a gem. First on the tee, Heinen. This is his first tournament round as a 1,000 rated player. He met the goal he had set for himself this past October 25th, I believe, is when the last ratings came out, the last rating update, and he made 1,000. So congratulations to him. Next, Melton. Brandon lives in Lawrence, Kansas. Short drive for him. And he doesn't put enough air on that one. It is short. This hole, that cedar right there, is trouble, and you don't want to finish on the left side. The brush is very thick. It's all about getting that nice S-turn shot, the nice flex across the little creek. Jake starts it out with good turnover, but it's a rather stable disc, and he is off to the left where you really don't want to be. There's not much play from there at all. Curtis Cooper, I'm going to call him Coop or Cooper as he goes by. And Curtis is from Kansas City, Missouri. He has an amazing overhand shot, so powerful, ridiculous in fact. Brandon was lucky his shot was so low. He didn't quite get to the cedars. That could be a lot of trouble, and it would be a serious issue to try and get his par from there. Now the music you hear is not me. That is a bar where Tournament Central is headquartered, and it's a really cool place. They have food and drinks for us, and they also play music throughout the round. But it is across the street. It's just very loud, and you can hear it all over the course. Jake does all he can do, getting out of the brush and hoping to be able to get that putt, but it just pitches up, takes his medicine. First hole, you can't win a tournament on the first hole, but you sure can lose it. So he did the smart thing. Good par by Brandon. And Jake gets a 4. Everybody else will go to the next hole with par. Hole 2, 285 feet, 87 meters. This one is tucked into the left side, low ceiling, calls for a skip shot, or I've also seen forehand rollers. The skip shot seems to have the most success from the shots that I've witnessed personally. Isaac looks like he's lining up a forehand roller. And he stood that one up too much, too early, cuts out soon, and is short. Got a skip shot. Didn't get too much skip. Didn't put too much power on it. The issue with putting a little too much power is you can sail it long, and that's trouble if you go long. It's not very easy to get out of there. Very well executed forehand roller by Cooper. And that is a very well executed shot. Excellent skip, right up there for a birdie. That's how you want to get it done on this hole. Good shot by Jake. Excellent bid by Brandon. Nearly canning the deuce from seemingly 55 feet. Not Cooper's best effort. He's a pretty good putter. Making up for his mistake on hole 1. He gets his deuce. Back to even. Good job by Jake. Isaac cleans up nicely. Gets his par. No issues on the tap outs for Brandon and Coop. All tied up after 2 holes. Hole 3, longest hole as far as what you have to do to get to the basket. It's treacherous, par 5, all about placement. The drive, the upshot. You can tell from here, from where your second shot would be, there's a lot of trees to deal with. And it is a premium 3. Excellent hole. So much fun to play it. You get up here, you can still have a death putt coming back down if you go long on the putt. It's a great hole. Jake going right down the middle. It's a little low. He is on the fairway. He has room to work with. Isaac pulls it right. Gets a little love tap by that branch. He is sitting on the fairway. He's got room to work with. Brandon throws a overstable distance driver, gets it up to the second tier, the little flat spot. That is ideal. That's where you want to be. Cooper unleashes the power shot, overhand, trying to get over all those trees. He's got the arm. Why not try it? He can throw an epic over 500 feet. It's so impressive. Hurts me watching him do it. Now the hyzer approach over here on this second shot. It's open over there, but it's the safe route. You just have to navigate. Once you clear these initial trees, you got to hope the hyzer doesn't get stopped by something further down. It's not the shortest route to the basket, of course, but probably the safest. Great shot by Brandon. He is up there, should be in the circle. Don't know if he got up to that top tier though. He might still be looking up at it. Isaac for eagle. Perfect putt. Great eagle by Isaac. And Brandon didn't get up top. He's at eye level with the basket, just a little low, and he puts that one a little high. And those don't disappoint you too much. I mean, obviously he wishes he would have made it, but when the basket is above you, you at least want to get above the face mask. If not, you just never gave it a chance, and that's more disappointing than anything. It's still a birdie, even though it's a 4. Hole 4, 300 feet. Anything to the right is bad. I mean, you want to hit that fairway and just not kick right, because it goes downhill, good 40 feet. And that's the fear when you're throwing this hole. Just please don't kick right. Isaac does the opposite. He is left in the tall grass. Brandon put a good move on that one. Just not stable enough. Didn't want to come back. In its longest pin placement, the play is out to the left. All that tall grass is usually mowed, and the basket is out there far in the distance. Really cool pin placement. Jake turned his over a lot. I think he is happy to hit that tree. He was going nowhere fast. And Cooper having trouble getting up and down. Not much room to work with here for Isaac. You got a low ceiling, you got the tall grass. It's not what he wanted, that's for sure. He was very disappointed with his effort on that one. That's a good approach by Jake. Another forehand roller by Coop, and that was really good too. That's 2 forehand rollers successful for Cooper this round. Just trying to finish the hole. Isaac is short. He's got a little work left to do. Brandon had a bid for 2. Comes up short. Jake went a little long. Now that music, it stops on the second round. They turned it down or off. Either way. Hole 5, par 3, 398 feet, and it goes down 56 feet from tee to the basket. That's about 17-meter drop. Don't want to be on the right side. That is bad stuff. Left isn't bad. That's your preferred bailout area, is up on the left. On the right, there's a creek, and it's casual. It plays casual, but it's not easy to get up and down from over there. And although it's 400 feet in its current position, this is a putter shot. It's such a steep drop.
Come on. This is short, right? Yeah.
Like you just heard, anything through that gap. Ideally, you obviously want to park it, but yeah, anything through that gap is good. That looked to be like a putter's flight. There was no fade left. Didn't hyzer out. Just nice and straight. That's the angle, the line you want. Working left to right, but that disc is not coming back left. Jake pulls that one way right. He gets a good clip off of the branch, puts him back on the fairway. That was looking like a troublesome second shot for Jake. And he's going to have a nice up and down from there. Okay, Cooper didn't get tucked in on the right side too much. He's got a putt, but you can see on that right side all those trees. You go a little bit longer, that's trouble. Brandon from 50 feet for the deuce.
Yeah, big putt.
Excellent putt. He's had a couple of good ones. Finally gets a nice long one to stick in there. Good birdie by Brandon. Finally, Isaac gets to play his shot. And he played that hole just about perfect. Good stuff for Isaac there. Isaac and Brandon tied at 2 under. Hole 6 is a shorty, 209 feet. And it does go up 32 feet. It's about 10-meter elevation difference, 10-meter rise. But there's no reason not to go for it. It's like a catcher's mitt. You're not going to go far if you run this basket.
Pretty good.
Ideal shot there by Brandon. Pin high, 8 feet away. pin high, 5 feet left of the basket. Brandon and Isaac are doing their job on this hole. Coop started that one out right. Looks like he might have had something stable there, trying to work it. Flex shot, but just well off target. Now he's got a long putt from that left side. Jake flips that one. He's looking like he about 35, 40 feet away, just outside the circle for his deuce putt. Good line, leaves it short. But this is a hole you gotta get. Probably the easiest hole on the course today. Isaac and Brandon are leaving Jake and Cooper behind. Hole 7, you're throwing across a pretty deep ravine. A lot of trees in the way. Really cool hole. Just gotta hope you don't hit a tree, that's it. So much of disc golf is about not hitting trees. Ooh, he squeezes right past that tree. He is up there putting. Isaac takes the direct approach, and he is inside 15 feet. Cooper goes for the overhand.
Down the hill. Rode the tree all the way down.
It's a good opportunity for Jake to get some of those shots back. That shot was looking good. Hits one of the trees and it kicked him straight backwards. Look at the difference from the bottom of the ravine to the top. It is very steep. And Jake just misses getting over that rock. He's within 20-25 feet though. Brandon for another 2. Oh. He needed that one to keep pace with Isaac. He knows Isaac is right there for the birdie. And Jake looks to be that rock right in front of him is preventing him from having a smooth, normal stance putt. Just short. That's a shot you don't practice. He was close. Good effort, but disappointing nonetheless. "10 feet for bird." Isaac takes the lead on this card. 4 down. Hole 8. Right down the tunnel, 240 feet, but most people don't go down the tunnel. You'll see them work that left to right shot. It's safer. You're probably not going to kick and go way right down the hill, which is something you really got to avoid also, just like on hole 4. Isaac throws a nice forehand, skips right past the basket. He's inside the circle. Really good shot. Now you see that dark cedar over there, this guardian tree. Most of the shot on the left side is pretty open until you get to that last 25% of the hole. It's pretty guarded. Brandon was trying to recreate his ace from the day before. He, in practice, aced this hole with that forehand shot on the left side. Coop works it pretty good. He is up there putting as well. And all 4 of them are going to go with the forehand on the left side. Jake avoids all the trees and looks to be about pin high, 40, 45 feet out from the basket. Brandon's going with the forehand. There is the backhand hyzer approach, but he opts for the forehand, keeps it low, a lot of power. Unfortunately, he hits a tree, and now he's got a lot of work to do to get his par. Good effort, just over the basket. But anytime you have 2 bad shots on one hole, you're not going to get par. Oh, excellent putt by Jake. Gets his 40-45 footer. Nice deuce. Brings him back to 1 over. Isaac just inside the circle's edge, 28 feet. Over the rim, in the basket for a 2. And now he has a 3-stroke lead over Brandon if Brandon makes this next putt. Coop gets the deuce. And Brandon does tap in, but he has lost 3 shots on the last 2 holes to Isaac. Hole 9, straight downhill, very short, 228 feet, but this shot has a tendency to run long if you make it past the trees. It's 40 feet below you, 12 meters. Wide open down there. You just gotta get through the trees. That gap right there, just to the right of where he hit that tree, that is, it's pretty effective if you throw something very overstable. A slow disc that's very overstable usually works pretty good. And none of our guys have made it out of the woods yet. Jake's going to give it his effort. And he gets out.
Deep, way deep.
Deep, yeah.
And that's the issue. You throw something that's got some glide to it, you're going to go long. But he has no trees to deal with. That's the line I like to take. I didn't see it skip up there, but everybody seems to think it's a good shot. And Jake did go long. He is about 65 feet away. Gives it a little run. Coop is open. He has a look. And Brandon did have a good shot. He's right there, 18 feet away. And gets one back so far from Isaac. Climbs to 3 down for the front 9. Finishes with a 26 on this par 29 front 9. And Isaac needs this to keep a 2-shot lead going into the back. No problem. Finishes his front 9 with a 24. Cooper and Jake tap out. Looking to make up some ground on the back 9. Join us for the back 9 of the 2017 Rippit Open out in Ozawkee, Kansas. Thanks for joining me.